new snake, the newborn one.
Hey, that place right there has a bunch
I'm not really sure.
Pretty excited about it?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Or triple excited. Mom, only the kids can go.
Go ahead, right in there.
What we're gonna do today?
Yep, we're gonna cut some eggs.
So we are waiting for him. So this one right here is 2 months old. Okay. We're waiting for him to come in. He said it'll take 2 minutes.
So we're gonna set some eggs out right here.
I don't care.
So look at this.
One hatch.
Oh! They're already starting to come out.
Oh my.
Of course, we made them nervous.
Oh my god, it looks so weird. I wanna maybe hold it. Can I hold
Look at that
it?
one has some. You don't want. You don't. This guy here just came out. When they first come out, they're usually kind of scared, so they want to bite.
So like, don't get too.
Yeah, there it is. This is one out already. This is a Sunfire Platinum head antelope. That he's actually not being mean, but the reason why is a bird comes over the top. They have to defend themselves from birds, lizards, almost anything. Alligators, crocodiles. There's so many things that could eat them. A common house cat can even make a big python extinct just by hunting all their babies for multiple years in a row, and then the babies wouldn't have a way to survive.
So why they have so many?
That's why they have so many. Is because that's why in almost all animals you can almost know how many survive because how many they have. Go ahead. You had a question?
Are you saving the eggs?
Well, the eggs actually we do save them. If you look behind you over there, there's a whole bunch of ones we've saved. It's kind of interesting, right? So look at this one's nose sticking out of the egg. Yep, they're all over the place. This one's got his nose halfway out. Where did Siavash go? Guys, look at the babies. Oh, look at that one sticking his head out. Who's all this? Hey! Happy birthday. Gotta have some fun there. Gotta have a little fun. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the idea here is real simple. These snakes should cut all their way out on their own. If one of them is born without a tooth, like right here, they have a little sharp tooth. Each one has it. When we're done, I can maybe show one up close. But it has a little tooth, and that little tooth cuts the egg. And if that tooth is either deformed or broken or anything, then the snake dies in the egg. In the wild, that's called that's just called a cull. Survival of the fittest. This isn't the wild, so I want everybody to survive. So that's the idea, is that everybody survives. So we're going to go ahead and let these out. Now these are all kind of special. They're genetically a little bit different. So we should have some in here that have never been seen before ever in captivity. And there's a sun platy anery, but we've produced those before.
So can I try opening one? Can I try opening one?
Oh, you know what? I would, but I don't think that'd be wise, because you got to be a little bit careful, because this is a razor blade and you could cut yourself or cut the snake.
How is it green?
So I don't know. Some of them have a little bit of green. This one's kind of green. This one isn't. So I'm not 100% sure. Maybe the amount of fluids that are in there. So far, I haven't seen. Oh, there's the first. Not the first of, but there's a golden child. I was just gonna say the thing that's gonna make this special is if we can hatch a platinum sunfire and a golden child. So there's another one's nose coming out.
How about if you try to open that?
So these are like.
So see, there's one there. Let's try like one. We need 1 minute straight. So this one right here is trying to get even. He's trying to get me. This one here is trying to get out. That one keeps trying to get me. That one there has his nose out. And look at that, 2 noses right there. This one here we just let out, and we let that one out. Oh, look at that. Nose coming out there.
4 noses.
Nose coming out there. Nose coming out there. So let's see what we can do here.
Can I touch the eggs?
You can feel it.
Can I touch?
But be careful. This guy's going to try to bite you. Okay, so the whole idea here is to save them all. So I better get cutting, because I actually held these over for everybody could show up.
I can't see either.
I'll let you touch them. So we're hoping for this. We're hoping for this first in the world one.
My face. Amira, people can't see me.
Yeah.
That's a sun golden.
How do you know?
I've done this before. I've done a lot of this before. So that's a sun golden. This is an anery platinum. This one here is actually, I said it was a. This looks like it's maybe just a platinum. Platinum anery.
That's just the coloration.
Yeah, the different morphs. Let's see here. Let's see what number 30 is.
What do you mean by morph? Like the mixture of.
A morph is actually a wild mutation.
Like an Emma's
So short term for mutation.
No.
Now we've combined a whole bunch of mutations to create new mutations, you could say, that don't exist. Let's see here.
Do people not agree on that type of stuff?
Well, we're not inbreeding.
Oh, okay.
So
what is it? Line breeding?
No, it's not even. Well, I guess technically you could call it line breeding, but they're not even line breeding really, because we have so many generations apart that it would be considered normal. So there's another golden, but I haven't seen that platinum golden sun.
Do some of these breeds come from the wild to start out?
All of them did.
Well, can you do number 7?
All of them in this came from the wild originally.
Can you do number 7?
Led down the line in
Yeah, sure.
captivity.
Do
Correct. Many generations trying to create this. Man, I don't know. I've seen the anery, so the anery count's low because that one's just cutting.
No,
It doesn't crack because they're soft.
I think she has a question for you.
Go ahead.
Right here.
Go ahead.
Can we touch them?
Can you touch them? We'll make sure you can touch one.
Yay.
Okay, don't roll it around, but it won't hurt it. But it just started leaking. That won't hurt. Go ahead and touch that.
Can I feel?
I'll bring one over there.
I saw poison.
No poison. Hey, you little sucker.
No poison?
No poison. There you go. You can touch it right there.
And now, Jay, why can't they?
I think number 8 is
don't
gonna
wanna
be
roll
the one
around.
you're looking for.
Okay, number 8's the lucky one. We got. Let's open it. Let's cut to the chase and see if number 8's it.
Is there a 12 in there? I'd say number 12.
Number 12.
Oh, one of them is trying to bite you. That one, the one that you hatched.
It's a good thing I've been bit before.
I would like to try again.
Otherwise, I might get nervous.
What is it?
I told you.
Let's see it.
Yeah, Jay?
I think he literally called it.
I'd say 8 and 12.
Can I
8
feel
and
it?
12.
Look at this snake. Okay, ready?
I told you. You know why? It's
Can I feel one?
8.
Can we feel
Okay.
No.
Okay. Somebody in the crowd said number 8 was going to be the egg, so I cut the egg. Now I want to know, how did you know?
Just, you know, Daddy always knows.
Hey! So there it is, sun platy, anery, golden child. That's fine.
It's
Do the
falling.
Snapchat now.
Now number 12. I think you got
What
a
is
12.
Okay, number 12.
What is
That there, you guys, is the first one of that color ever made in the universe. Unless God's got his own project going and didn't cut me in on it. Because I think he had me help him out for fun. Okay, number 12. Where's number 12? Is there number 12?
Yeah.
What
What's
is a
number
snake like that
7?
worth, Jay?
I don't know. It's priceless to me. 15,
grand?
18, 20, 17, 22, 26. We may not have had a 12.
Somebody take it.
We had a 12.
Oh,
but
it's
it
right
didn't
there.
maybe
What
make
about
it.
this one?
Oh, that's 7. 7's a good number. Let's see what 7 was. And everybody touched it, right?
Yeah.
Oops.
Well, what's all of the green stuff?
That's the slime. That the yolk. There's the yolk and then there's the white.
food.
And that's the white of the egg.
Oh,
Number 7 is a sun platy head anery.
Why is there blood?
Oh, that's
Wow, that looks like a super sun, but oh, you know what? This has the ability to have even more for world's first than I thought. Because that's a super sunfire. So you know what? This could be even more advanced than I even thought. It's funny because it looks like a whole nother morph.
Why is there blood?
You be careful because that snake there bites and it's no fun. So let's see what 26 is.
Mama, can I?
I don't know. He's a lucky guy wherever he went.
He walked away.
He took off. He figured he better not be asked to tell me where the other one is. So let's see here.
Excuse me. Why is there so much blood?
So this is probably a super sunfire, if I had to guess. Golden child. Their blood, because everything that's born has blood. Just part of life.
Oh, that one's poking out with his head.
Yeah, that one's got his head out. I'm probably going to leave him in there because I want to make a couple videos.
Oh, look at his head is poking out.
Oh,
Look, that snake is.
there's a
poking
sun. This is probably the reverse of that. That's a super sunfire platinum golden. Hard to see. Oh, there we go.
how do
Can't
you-
really see it.
Me. How do you know all of the names?
Because I've been working on making them since I was young.
How old?
Oh, I was over 20 years working on these.
Oh.
What?
There was a snake that put his head down, then you touch it, went back in there.
Yeah, he got him nervous.
Oh, that one. It was that one.
I'm gonna leave those. I'm gonna leave 3 of these to see. So there's a pretty snake.
Oh no, one of the eggs.
That's a platinum. So that one is a sun platy.
Why you?
No,
That
one
looks
of-
like a sun platy anery,
did
but
that
I think it's just a
movie
platinum
why
anery, but
did
it's
you-
absolutely gorgeous.
Well,
A question.
that one. What you were squeezing that one?
This one?
No, the one. That one. Because
This one's empty. You know why, right?
no.
Because that one came out.
Oh.
Okay, 33. Let's see what 33 has.
Oh, that's a good number.
I think it is a good number.
Amira, there's slime.
Oh man,
Don't touch.
it's a normal. There's no normals, but it's a head anery. But it's got really. Oh no, it isn't. It's more than just an head anery. It looks like it's an anery, but something a little bit different. It's got a really cool pattern.
I guess that's
No, it's an anery.
They
But
don't
it's
have
really
any
cool
twins?
How many more
No
days do
twins.
they have to stay in this egg till they come out of there?
You know, they'll be in the egg for probably about 2 days.
Oh,
Excuse me. What was this ones that are hatched?
Okay, let's see here.
the ones that are already hatched.
Well, there's another. There's another sun. A sunfire, probably.
That one is still trying to bite
I
you.
would guess super sun.
That one is still trying to bite you. It's staring at your hand.
Yeah, he's worried that I'm gonna hurt him.
although he doesn't understand, you're saving his life.
That's right, making sure that everything goes good. There's one. Let me see here. I'm gonna leave a couple of these to cut themselves. So
How about if they don't?
let me see here. I think I'm gonna cut this one.
Why don't you cut all of them? It's
Well, these other ones have already cut successfully, so I figure there's no good reason, and I want to make a couple videos.
no, like the one.
So what I'm gonna do? Who wants to feed an alligator? Ah, I got some bad news. You don't get to feed them, but you can watch me feed them.
So many reptiles.
literally looks like a purple
I'm gonna
snake.
ask the
And there's no albino in
knows
it.
about
It's literally just
snakes,
silver.
that I want to ask.
Pretty cool.
How many years have you been working here?
How many years? Well, about 30 years ago I started this as a business. But it didn't look like this. It was another place. It was just a small little store that had dogs and cats and stuff. So we just kept changing it up.
So, what do you have after that?
What I do, well, that's actually what I did is I just kept growing it and growing it more and more in what I wanted to do.
So you
'Cause
found
I started out as a fisherman, and then my other hobby was reptiles, so I built a reptile business.